Another day, another story. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we will be exploring 10 fascinating facts about the human brain. The brain is one of the most complex organs in our body, and it plays a crucial role in our everyday life. From controlling our emotions to processing information, the human brain is truly amazing. So, without further ado, let's dive in and explore these 10 fascinating facts about the human brain. Fact 1. The brain is the control center of the body. The brain is the most complex organ in the human body, and it serves as the control center for all of our bodily functions. It is responsible for processing and interpreting sensory information, controlling movement and coordination, regulating our internal organs and systems, and managing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. The brain is made up of billions of neurons, which communicate with each other through electrical and chemical signals. In addition to its many functions, the brain is also capable of remarkable feats of plasticity and adaptability. For example, if one part of the brain is damaged, other areas may be able to take over some of its functions. This is why people who have suffered from a stroke or other brain injury can sometimes regain lost abilities with time and rehabilitation. Fact 2. The brain consumes a large amount of energy. Although the brain makes up only about 2% of the body's weight, it uses a disproportionately large amount of energy. The brain requires a constant supply of oxygen and glucose to function, and it accounts for approximately 20% of the body's total energy expenditure. In fact, even when we are at rest, the brain uses up about 20% of the body's oxygen and glucose. The high energy demands of the brain are due to its incredible complexity and the fact that it is constantly processing and interpreting information from our environment. The brain also uses a lot of energy to maintain the electrical charges that allow neurons to communicate with each other. Fact 3. The brain can rewire itself. One of the most amazing things about the brain is its ability to change and adapt in response to new experiences and learning. This phenomenon is known as neuroplasticity, and it is thought to underlie many of the brain's remarkable abilities, such as learning, memory, and recovery from injury. Neuroplasticity occurs when neurons form new connections or strengthen existing ones in response to new experiences. For example, if you learn a new language or musical instrument, the brain will form new connections between neurons to store and process this information. Similarly, if you suffer from a stroke or other brain injury, the brain may be able to rewire itself to compensate for the damage. Fact 4. The brain processes information through electrical and chemical signals. The brain communicates information through a combination of electrical and chemical signals. Neurons, which are the building blocks of the brain, use electrical impulses to communicate with each other. When a neuron is stimulated, it sends an electrical signal down its axon to the end of the neuron, where it releases chemicals called neurotransmitters into the synapse, or the tiny gap between the neurons. The neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on the next neuron, triggering another electrical signal and continuing the process. This process of communication between neurons is incredibly complex and involves many different types of neurotransmitters and receptors. Different regions of the brain also use different neurotransmitters and electrical signaling patterns to perform different functions. Fact 5. The brain controls our emotions and behaviors. The brain is responsible for regulating our emotions and behaviors, and it does so through a complex network of neural circuits and chemical messengers. Different regions of the brain are involved in processing different emotions, such as fear, happiness, or sadness, and in regulating different behaviors, such as aggression, impulsivity, or motivation. One of the key regions involved in emotion regulation is the amygdala, which is responsible for processing and responding to emotional stimuli. The prefrontal cortex, on the other hand, is involved in regulating our behaviors and decision-making processes. Imbalances or dysfunction in these neural circuits can lead to mental health disorders. Fact 6. Sleep is essential for brain function. Sleep is essential for the proper functioning of the brain, and it is important for a wide range of cognitive processes, including learning, memory consolidation, and emotional regulation. During sleep, the brain processes and consolidates information that has been acquired during waking hours, and it also engages in processes that help to clear out toxins and waste products that can accumulate in the brain over time. Lack of sleep can have a wide range of negative effects on the brain, including impairments in attention, memory, and decision-making, as well as increased risk for mood disorders, such as anxiety and depression. Fact 7. The brain is affected by chronic stress. Chronic stress can have a negative impact on the brain, leading to changes in neural circuits and impairments in cognitive function. When we experience stress, the brain releases a hormone called cortisol, which can have a number of effects on the brain, including reducing the number of new neurons that are produced in the hippocampus, a region of the brain that is important for memory and learning. Chronic stress has also been linked to changes in the prefrontal cortex, a region of the brain that is involved in decision-making and impulse control. These changes can lead to impairments in executive function, which can manifest as problems with attention, planning, and decision-making. Fact 8. Exercise can benefit the brain. Regular exercise has been shown to have a wide range of benefits for the brain, including improvements in cognitive function, mood, and overall brain health. Exercise is thought to stimulate the growth of new neurons in the hippocampus, a region of the brain that is important for learning and memory, and it can also increase the production of neurotransmitters that are involved in mood regulation, such as serotonin and dopamine. In addition, exercise has been shown to improve blood flow to the brain, which can help to deliver more oxygen and nutrients to brain cells. This increased blood flow can also help to clear out toxins and waste products that can accumulate in the brain over time. Fact 9. Meditation can also benefit the brain. Meditation has been shown to have a number of benefits for the brain, including improvements in attention, emotional regulation, and overall brain health. When we meditate, we engage in focused attention on our breath or a mantra, and this can help to quiet the activity in the default mode network, a region of the brain that is associated with mind-wandering and self-referential thinking. Regular meditation practice has been shown to lead to changes in brain structure and function, including increases in gray matter volume in regions of the brain that are involved in attention, sensory processing, and emotion regulation. Meditation has also been shown to improve connectivity between different regions of the brain, which can improve cognitive function and overall brain health. Fact 10. The brain is vulnerable to damage and disease. Although the brain is an incredibly resilient and adaptive organ, it is also vulnerable to damage and disease. Traumatic brain injuries, strokes, and degenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's can all cause damage to the brain, leading to impairments in cognitive function and other neurological symptoms. In addition, mental health disorders such as depression, anxiety, and schizophrenia can also have an impact on the brain, leading to changes in neural circuits and impairments in cognitive function. Understanding the ways in which the brain can be damaged or affected by disease is an important area of research, as it can help to inform the development of new treatments and interventions to help protect and support brain health. Conclusion. So, there you have it, 10 fascinating facts about the human brain. From its incredible complexity to its ability to rewire itself, the human brain is truly one of the most amazing organs in our body. While there is still much to learn about how the brain works, research in this field is constantly advancing, and we are sure to discover even more amazing facts in the years to come. Thank you for watching, and we hope you learned something new today.